Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second season of the Allstar Offline Racing League. So, before we begin, these are all the cars that are in the Clash. 19 of them. We're going to go through and show you each car's rating. Hey, what's up, Skyler? So, we're going to go show you guys each car rating real quick. Make sure that everybody has the same exact rating. Just gonna kind of go pretty quick at this. If you want to go back and check after this broadcast, or if you want to check now, perfectly fine. We have to do this for every race just because we want to make sure that this is a fair season. All right, so everybody has the exact same car ratings. We're gonna load up the track here. 40 laps is gonna be the distance here at Daytona. So we are starting kind of a little early, so we're just gonna go ahead and let them go and practice for a little bit. We're definitely not gonna watch it for 20 minutes, but yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. See a couple cars going down pit road. Still a lot of cars. Actually, hold on a sec. Is this? Okay, yeah, it's the right one. I thought we had all of the cars here. So we're not qualifying at Daytona, not for this clash. Tomorrow's races, the Daytona 500 and the truck race, we will qualify. In the meantime, though, I'm going to try to get more people watching the race. I told a couple people that the race was going to start between 2:30 and 3, so make sure that everybody can join before the actual race starts. So let's see. So far, the 20 and the 14 have the fastest practice times. Everybody kind of spread out. If you're just joining us, this is not the race. We're just waiting a few more minutes for everyone to join. We're not doing qualifying in this race. This is just the Clash 40 lap race that we're going to do to kick off season number 2. Looks like these cars here, Sam Odoskin, Ryan Benjamin, are catching Cody Rhodes and Yel Carrillo. Catching them pretty quick, too. These two have the fastest lap time now. We did see last week a little bit of Clash practice. It was like a 5 or 10 minute video. We have not seen all 19 cars in a pack, though. Not yet. I've done a lot of mock races, and I've seen quite a bit of different scenarios. A lot of different things happening in each race. So I could not tell you how this race is going to go. There's a few packs now of 4 cars. Let's see how many people we have in the chat. It says 3. See, lap times are kind of all over the place. At 43, Benjamin Wallace has a very slow lap time. I don't think he's in a big pack, I guess, or he's by himself somewhere. That's the 51. There's the 43. So he's by himself, so it's about a 2-second gap. Some cool 4-car racing here. We're going to see 19 cars, though, in one big pack here very soon. Going to give it like 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we're going to start. They're still side by side. Bruiser on the top, Axel 0 below him. At 53, Logan York has the fastest lap so far. They're catching at 43. Guess, yeah, Sam Odoskin came down pit road. Alright. Let's see the overall practice times there. What's that? Oh. Like I said, we are not going to qualify the cars. We're just going to go right to the race. Alright guys, it is time. Find the best way to do this. Alright, so the 81 of Skylar Roach and the 3 of Tim Hoffman, they get the pole. Well, Skylar gets the pole. Tim starts on the front row right beside him. You have the 14 of Cody Rhodes, the 53 of Logan York, the 21 of Sarah Rocha. She was the points winner last season. And real quick, while we're talking about last season, um, Tim Hoffman, he's hoping to have a good race today. He has not, well, last season he missed quite a bit of races. Skylar Rocha had a pretty good run until the end of the season. Cody Rhodes missed quite a bit of races as well. That 53 of Logan York had a great season early on, but he fell really far back, about 20th place in points, 18th I think it was, around the halfway mark. We told you the 21 Sarah Rocha won the points championship last season. As we already get the command to start the engines, we have the 48 of Ryan Benjamin, won at Sonoma last season. 24 Pablo West, he got a win last season. Or that's Stephen Pollard, my bad. The 6 of Logan Gentry. Oh, Sarah Rocha already blowing up on the starting grid. This is going to mess up a lot of things. Hopefully everybody can, yeah, I guess everyone can get by her. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I've never seen a car blow up on the starting lineup. I'm not sure where cars start now, but the 36 of Jacob Britt, he was the next car. I think he was right beside that 21. 42 of Hunter Blade, the 20 of Yale Carrillo, the 8 of Ron Jackson. There's the 51 of Jeremiah Dwayne. Stephen Pollard, the 24. Oh my gosh, this is crazy already. There's the 2 of Samad Oskin, the 10 of Pablo West, the 41 of Tyrell Resner, and the 43 Benjamin Wallace, and the 38 Axel Zero. Bruiser is the 34. So the points winner last season already blowing up. And then there were 18. So 40 laps is the distance. We are going to throw the caution flag out at lap number 26. That should give us about a 10-lap sprint to the finish. So yeah, 10-lap sprint to the finish. So see what happens. 21 already blowing up at the starting grid. Have to see what happened with her. I don't know. Actually, I don't even think she's going to be scored. So the 81 of Skylar Rocha going to lead the field down, starting season number 2 of the All-Star Offline Racing season. This is the Clash at Daytona. See the 2 of Sam Adoskin already down low. No one's going to go with him yet, though. 3 wide in turn 1. Tim Hoffman at 3 on the outside. He is keeping up with that 81. Here comes the 2 of Samad Oskin. Samad already making a move towards the front. He started in 7th. Samad Oskin has no help, though. That 24, Stephen Pollard, might be able to drop down. I thought he was going to, but no. Stephen trying to make a hole between Cody Rhodes and the 2. Now the 2 down low. Stephen Pollard going to go down with Samad Oskin. Whoops. There we go. So 3 wide at the starting line. Tim Hoffman going to lead the first lap. He started on the outside row of row number 1. Looks like that outside line might be pretty quick here at Daytona. 53 of Logan York pushing Tim. Samad Oskin, here he comes. He was probably the favorite driver. Well, probably not. I think Bruiser actually was the favorite driver last season. But Samad Oskin probably had the best car at Homestead and involved in a wreck with about 20 to go. That ruined his championship hopes. Everyone starting off on a fresh slate. Everyone hoping they can win at Daytona. Samad won last year at Daytona. A lot of drivers did not even make it into the Cup Series. There's quite a bit of drivers. One of which, well, actually 2. Simon Zornato and the 45 Tim Zimmer from last season. Both of them finished in the top 10 in points, and they did not make the cut. Tim is in the trucks. Meanwhile, Tim Hoffman, the number 3, leading this race. 3 wide from first to last. Tim's going to block the middle line. Now Ryan Benjamin and that 48 going to push Logan York. Logan might be able to get past the 3 of Tim Hoffman. A lot of 3 wide racing right now. Tim has a nice lead. He is blocking all the lanes right now. 3 wide for second. Sam Oskin still running second. 21 of Sarah Rocha was not even scored in this race. Blew up on the opening, well, actually on the starting grid. So Tim going to go back up high and block the 53 of Logan York. Logan had a very fast time in practice. Sam Oskin, the 2, the 24, Stephen Pollard, not able to go anywhere quite yet. That 81, the black car, Skylar Rocha, he was the pole sitter of this race. He is stuck in the middle around 5th, 6th place. Lap number 4 out of 40. Tim continuing to lead this race. Sam Oskin now on the bottom. He's going to try to get past Tim. Side by side for the lead. Sam Oskin being pushed by Skylar Rocha. Tim still has the advantage though in turns 3. Here comes that 24 again of Stephen Pollard. Still 3 wide. Tim Hoffman still the leader. Sam Oskin, Stephen Pollard on the inside. Still trying to get past that 3. 3 looks very fast right now. Again, this is just the clash at Daytona. Just a kind of like a statement going into the Daytona 500. See who has momentum into that race. Oh boy, back here there's some 4 wide almost. Tyrell Resner, that 41, trying to get below Stephen Pollard. Stephen trying to block him. He does not want to be 4 wide going into turn number 1. 6 of Logan Gentry falls back just a little bit. I think he thought there might have been a wreck happening. Luckily they did not wreck. Almost a moment there. 4 wide at Daytona usually does not work out too well. 3 wide's alright. There's some 4 wide back here. Skylar Roach on the outside. Logan Gentry, Cody Rhodes right beside each other. They're getting really antsy here. These cars can go about 28 to 35 laps with fuel and tires. Tires do wear out kind of quick here at this track, so as the race progresses, we might see some cars sliding around a little bit. Still 3 wide. That 3 car is very fast. Stephen Pollard in the middle now, falling back. Here comes that 41 of Tyrell Resner. Pablo West right behind him. Nobody has anything for Tim Hoffman yet. Again, they're 4 wide back here. Jeremiah Dwayne now that 51 down low. 4 wide out of turn number 4. Can they make it? I think they're going to make it. Bruiser now that 34. The 14 of Cody Rhodes making a little bit of contact in the tri-oval. Not even halfway yet, and we're seeing some 4 wide racing. Can they keep it off of each other? Luckily, I think, well, I was going to say the 14 is going to be able to blend back up in line. On the high line there. Pablo West now right beside the 3 of Tim Hoffman. These cars are racing really close with each other. Stephen Pollard, Skylar Rocha now still 4 wide. Bruce Zero, the 34. The 20 of Yale Carrillo is there. Here comes that 38, the blue and black car on the bottom of Axel Zero. He's trying to get the lead. Tim Hoffman has led the entire race so far. Now Samet Oskin is put in the middle 3 wide. 4 wide, that is. Tim Hoffman still has the lead. I think the 4 wide racing might slow down here. I think Skyler's going to be able to clear these 3 cars, and I think he'll be able to be in a better position. Tim Hoffman now on the bottom line. Logan York trying to follow him. Ryan Benjamin now on the outside. 4 wide racing does stop for the time being. Well, let's see what it's like to be in this pack of cars. Riding with the 34 Bruce Zero. Still 3 wide, that 53 Logan York. In the middle line, he is leading that line. Look how close the 20 and the 42 are. That's Hunter Blade and Yale Carrillo. Oh, there's a crash, the 38. The 81 Skylar Roach is upside down. Logan York, Bruce Zero involved. Pablo West. First caution, lap number 11. Doesn't look like anybody has any major damage. We'll have to see. I don't know. The 34 might have the worst damage. 34 and the 81 of Skylar Rocha, wherever his car got to. There's Skylar. Yeah, Skylar has a good bit of damage on his car. That number 81. So the first caution out already at Daytona. Gonna have to see if Skylar's able to fix this car up or if he retires. Both Roaches not having a good start to Daytona. Sarah blew up on the starting grid. Skylar involved in the wreck so far. Guess we can say that was the big one. Luckily, though, it wasn't in the turn. Luckily, it was kind of on the straight. And the walls are really strong here at Daytona and all these tracks that we're going to race at. But if you wreck on the straightaway, you usually are going to be okay. I don't think he's going to be alright. Everybody's going to come down pit road. I don't think they can make it on fuel. It's going to be about 37 laps. 37, 38 laps. But we do have the lap number 25 caution. Well, 26. Lap 26 caution coming up. And then we will have a 10-lap shootout to the finish. So that 3 of Tim Hoffman has been very strong. Ron Jackson already out of pit road, but he's in the grass. 48 Ryan Benjamin was in that crash. He hits the 14 of Cody Rhodes. Tim Hoffman not going to be a first out. There's Jeremiah Dwayne. Ryan Benjamin, actually one of the first cars out on pit road. Ryan Benjamin is the first car. So Ryan involved with the crash, and he is now going to be the leader. Jeremiah Dwayne is going to be second. Tim Hoffman comes out third. Ron Jackson fourth. We'll have to see if Ron gets a black flag. He came down, well, whenever he was coming down pit road, he came off onto the grass. Normally that's a black flag in NASCAR, so we'll have to see what they do there. Let's go ahead and look at the reason for the crash, for the caution. Skylar Rocha is back out. So, lap number 11. They were 3 wide. Then you see Axel Zero gets turned there. Skylar up on the wall. That's where he got most of his damage at. Pablo West, Bruce Zero, Axel Zero, Logan York, they were involved in the crash. But really, I don't think anybody got too much damage. I think everyone's going to be alright. That 81 car, though, I don't think he is going to be all right. Watch another view yet again. Logan just turned axle. Logan York and Logan Gentry were involved. A lot of cars are able to slow down in time. Like I said, no one really hit the wall, so I think everyone's going to be all right. I thought the 48 did get some damage. I guess he did not. So pace light's still on the pace car. I believe we're going to have a 10-lap shootout to the lap 26 caution, and then a 10-lap shootout to the finish. So it could be a pretty wild race still, even after having that first crash. So everybody's still in the race. Tyrell Resner, Benjamin Wallace, and Skylar Roach are the last three cars here. Go ahead. There's the damage on his car. That's Skylar Roach's car. The front looks alright. The back might be okay. Tyrell has a little bit of damage. You can kind of see the hood up just a tiny bit. Everyone else's cars look alright. Ron Benjamin, it looks like he might even have a little bit of damage right at the front of his hood, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. So the pace lights are off on the pace car. We will be going back to green next time by. The 15 laps are in the book here at Daytona. 48 Ryan Benjamin is the second leader of this race. The 3 of Tim Hoffman started second, and he has led every green flag lap. Ryan Benjamin beat everybody off of pit road, so something happening with the 81. Skylar Roach is on the apron. There's not any smoke or anything coming out of his car. He might have a tire down. So more issues for Skylar Rocha. Today is definitely not his day. It's going to be a good thing for Benjamin Wallace and Tyrell Resner, though. They're not going to have to try to get past that slow car of the 81 of Skylar Rocha. He is probably going to go a lap down. We're going to have to monitor that and check and see where he's at when everybody gets back to green flag. So lap number 16. 48 Ryan Benjamin going to lead the field down to the green flag. Tim Hoffman almost passed Jeremiah on the bottom. The green flag in the air. Tim is being very aggressive on this restart. He does not have any drafting help yet. Ryan Benjamin, he was up at the top. See if he stays there with Jeremiah Dwayne. The 8 of Ron Jackson is there as well. Here comes the 20 now of Yale Carrillo on the bottom. He's going to start pushing that 3 of Tim Hoffman, see if he can get him back to the lead. Meanwhile, the 81 of Skylar Roach, I guess it was a tire. He is off of pit road. He is probably going to go a lap down. We'll have to see how fast he is, if he's up to speed with the rest of these cars. And look at this, the 3 of Tim Hoffman, yet again the leader here at Daytona. Did not take long after that restart. 3 wide, a little further back. They're double file otherwise in the front here. But that 20 of Yale Carrillo, he is trying to get to the lead. Hunter Blade pushing him. And Hunter Blade going to make it 3 wide now, I think, for the lead. Stephen Pollard in that 24 pushing him. And here comes Hunter Blade and Yale Carrillo. 3 wide for the lead. Already 3 wide right after the restart. Hopefully they can make it to the lap 26 caution. Tim Hoffman trying to hold off everybody. Restarted third. He is back to first. Ryan Benjamin on that outside line. Now Yale Carrillo moves up in front of him. Cody Rhodes now the 14 in the middle line. Now Hunter Blade moves up into the middle. They are 3 wide, just about from first to last yet again. Skylar Rocha entering turn number 3. These cars exiting turn 2. So about 1 straightaway away from being a lap down. The way these cars are racing, it is not going to matter. We're going to have another crash, I think. Look at this. Logan York, the 53, 4 wide again underneath Bruce Zero. Hunter Blade in the middle of that. Ryan Benjamin in the middle. Can they make it without crashing? So far, so good. 4 wide for 4th. Oh my gosh, I don't know how they're not crashing into each other. Ryan Benjamin trying to push these cars as best as he can to get out of that mess. Ooh, Stephen Pollard almost into the 48. They had issues last season at Daytona. They wrecked each other. Wasn't the same drivers, but the same car numbers, the 24 and the 48. 4 wide dissipates for now. Ryan Benjamin gets past that. Now he is back to third. Back here, it is like the hornet's nest. And everybody that was involved in that first crash up to speed. We're not too sure about Skylar Roach's car. I think he's losing about 2 or 3 seconds a lap, so he actually might be up to speed too. If he can hold on for a couple more laps, he will be on the lead lap at the lap 26 break. But I don't think he's going to make it, though, without going 1 lap down. Tim Hoffman is about 187 miles an hour. Yeah, Skylar Roach actually pretty close to pace. So once the pack catches him, he should be able to blend in and stay right with these cars. It has been all Tim Hoffman today, though. Tim, a very strong car. We've seen Ryan Benjamin, Yale Carrillo, Logan York. The top 4 cars right now. We've seen them stay up with Tim, but no one has been able to pass that 3 under green. Five more laps until the lap 26 break. Originally, that was just to let everybody get fuel and tires and then go 10 laps for the final dash. Tim going down, blocking Yale and blocking the 53, Logan York. They're catching that 81. There he is. Just slightly ahead of these cars. There's Skylar Rocha, still on the lead lap, but he is about to go 1 lap down. Where will he go and where will Tim go? Tim's going to go down low. Skylar going to stay up high. This could create some kind of issue. Tim's going to get a huge lead because of this. This might allow one of these drivers to go up and catch Tim Look at that 36, Jacob Britt. We haven't talked about him yet today. He's been in the back. He is now up to third. Yo Carrillo on that outside line. Skylar Roach, I think, is up to speed, but we'll have to see in just a couple laps. Look at the 38, Axel Zera trying to catch the 3 of Tim Hoffman. Will they have enough momentum to get past that 3? A lot of single file now because of the lap car. I don't think Skylar's completely up to speed. I think he's just a little slower than the rest of these cars. Now here comes 3 lines of cars. Can somebody get past that 3 of Tim Hoffman? Tim starting to block. Jacob Britt on the inside. Tim Hoffman on the outside. Axel Zera right behind him. Jacob Britt side by side, trying to get the lead away. Skylar Roach in front of Bruce Zera. Bruce is falling back. Not sure how slow, how off the pace they are. Look at this, Jacob Britt getting an advantage in turn number 2. Jacob might be able to clear that 3. Maybe not yet. Maybe in the next turn he'll be able to clear the 3 of Tim Hoffman. Tim has led every green flag lap, but he might not lead this lap. Ron Jackson's on the inside now, trying to make it 3 wide further and back in the field. Jacob Britt has cleared the 3. He is getting pushed by Cody Rhodes. That is the first person to pass Tim Hoffman. See if he can hold on to the lead. The next lap will be the break, and then we will have a 10-lap dash to the finish. Are they able to make it around without crashing? Ron Jackson on the inside line. He is gaining a couple positions there. He does not have any drafting help, though. Tim Hoffman trying to catch back up to that 36. Tim running second. Cody Rhodes third. They're battling for second right beside each other. So once everybody crosses the start-finish line, I'm going to throw the caution out. They'll race back to the line. Here we go. So the caution is now out. Oops. And Tim Hoffman again on the inside trying to pass Jacob Britt. That 3 car is very fast. We'll have to see if anybody decides to come down pit road under this caution, or if everyone's going to stay out and try to make it to the end. Ron Jackson pushing Tim. I believe Tim is going to get the lead back again. That 3 has been dominant today. Jacob Britt, that 36 car, he has led a couple laps. Ryan Benjamin led some laps under the caution and on the restart. So the caution now out. Tim Hoffman is the leader. Ron Jackson second. Third, Jacob Britt. Fourth, Stephen Pollard the third. Fifth, Yo Carrillo. Sixth, Ryan Benjamin. Seventh is Axel Zera. Eighth is Benjamin Wallace. Ninth is Jeremiah Dwayne. And 10th, Yo Carrillo. So caution flag out for the second time. This is just the scheduled break. We should be going back to green with 10 laps to go. That was the original plan. Have a 10-lap dash to the finish. So let's see if anybody decides to come down pit road. Ryan Benjamin going to come down. Now, they did pit on that first caution, but that was with 38 laps to go. Ryan, the only car coming down pit road, so um, this might turn into Ryan's favor unless there's another caution. I don't think anybody else can make it on fuel. I really don't, but we're going to find out. So Tim Hoffman back to the lead. We said before, he has been the most dominant car today. If he brings this car for the 500, he could lead just about every lap, and that is tomorrow. Catch us tomorrow night. 6 p.m. Eastern time is when we will start the green flag for the 500. Might even be a little earlier. I'm going to aim for 5:45. Around 5:30, the stream should be live. We will start practice and qualifying and get all that stuff over with. So the Cup race at Daytona is first. And then after the Cup race, right after, is the truck race. The Cup race is 80 laps. The truck race, 40 laps. Now, something quite different with actually a lot of stuff with this offline season. The Cup Series no longer doing the qualifying races. We have 40 drivers total for the season, and that is that is all that or that's all that's going to be in the main races. So 40 cars, no more, no less. And then a new thing with the Cup Series that we're trying. By the halfway point on any of the Cup races, the points races that is, if there has not been a caution, we will throw the caution flag. Let everyone come in pit road if they want and kind of regroup, and then we will restart the race. Kind of like stage racing, but it's not stage racing. However, the Truck Series, which is our new series, that is a type of race that has stage racing with it. So with the trucks, we're going to throw the caution out 5 laps before the halfway point, and then whoever gets back to the line, the top 10 cars do gain points. Both of those races tomorrow. So we're still under caution. The next time by, we should have the 1 to go until we get back to green. Seen a lot of 3 wide and 4 wide racing so far. Look back here, that 48, Ryan Benjamin, the only car to come down pit road. The 81 of Skylar Rocha is a lap down. However, with this being a restart with 10 or less laps to go, he is going to be starting in the back. So Ryan's going to have to really try to get past the 81 of Skylar. Skylar is a little bit damaged off the pace, but not too far off. Also, if you missed part of this race, or if you can't watch the entire thing, this goes for the entire season, you can watch the highlight video that we will post. I'm going to try to post it on the same day as the race, but it might be a day or 2 late. Basically, it's just the best highlights from the race, show you guys what happened. Trying to make this series as interactive and fun as possible. We do have a website as well that Logan York has created for us, which I don't have the time today to do that, to show you guys what the link is, but tomorrow for the trucks and the Cup, I will copy and paste that link here in the website, or on the chat for the website. But neat little website he's made. It's fun to just go on there and check things out. So we're doing that. We're doing all of the races live this season, highlight videos as well. So want to make it as fun for you guys as possible. So the pace lights are off. Going to go back to green flag next time by. 10 laps to go on the restart. Does anybody have anything for the 3 of Tim Hoffman? He has been the fastest car so far. I'm pretty sure, well, he doesn't have the fastest lap. Tim actually has the 11th fastest lap. The 51, Jeremiah Dwayne, has the fastest lap right now. He is the only driver in the 46.7 second time. Tim, though, has been able to keep his car out front. I have a feeling we're going to probably see another crash. We're patiently awaiting tomorrow for the Daytona 500 and for the points race for trucks. Both races are going to be run tomorrow. It's going to be a great series of races. So the pace car is going to drop down low. We've got 10 more laps to go here at the Clash. The 3 of Tim Hoffman has been the dominant car, led every green flag lap, except for a few. We are back underway, 10 to go here at Daytona. Does everybody have enough fuel? Ryan Benjamin, the only driver that came down pit road on that last caution, see if he has enough fuel to make it. We know he does, but what about Tim or anybody else in this pack? 38 laps is a very long time to stretch fuel. Ron Jackson on the restart, going to pass Tim Hoffman. See if he can complete the pass. He's got Stephen Pollard right behind him, so he does have a little bit of drafting help. Meanwhile, that 48, Ryan Benjamin, further in the back. He did get past the 81 of Skylar Rocha, and he will stay with this lead pack. Ron Jackson now the race leader here at Daytona. Less than 10 to go this time by. Stephen Pollard right beside that 3 of Tim Hoffman. They're double file behind Ron. Sam Adosk and Pablo West back there a little further back. See if they can regroup and catch up to this pack. Skylar Rocha has fallen out of the lead draft. Here comes Tim Hoffman yet again on the inside. Tim might be able to get the pass over Ron. Ron going to try to fight back on that outside line. Outside line's been very fast today. Axle zero really high there on the straight. Thought he was going to make it 3 wide. Ron does have enough drafting help. Tim does not have a whole lot of drafting help. Ron going to try to surge back into the lead. We've got 3 wide further back here. Jeremiah Dwayne on the bottom. Cut off that 41 of Tyrell Resner. Oh, the 48, Ryan Benjamin, is in pit road. Ryan Benjamin, the only driver that I think can make it on fuel and tires. I think he might have had a tire go down. Ryan Benjamin down pit road. Meanwhile, Ron Jackson, the race leader. 8 to go here at Daytona. Here comes that 14 of Cody Rhodes. Tim Hoffman in the middle. Have to see what happened with Ryan. I think it was a tire. There was no smoke on his car. Ron going to block that middle line. He knows that 3 is very fast here. That 36, Jacob Britt, might have an opening. Might be able to get past Ron. Ron going to try to block both lanes. Jeremiah Dwayne pushing that 14 of Cody Rhodes now, trying to push him to the lead. Logan Gentry fell back a little bit. Checked up with that 48 car going down pit road. Meanwhile, 3 wide at the front here. 7 laps to go at Daytona. Tim Hoffman's fallen back a little bit. This is, I think, the furthest back we've seen him. Now Jeremiah Dwayne going to try to fight with that 8 of Ron Jackson. See if he can get the lead from him. Logan Gentry has fallen out of the draft. Ryan Benjamin is back out on the track. He is in the tri-oval. These cars are exiting turn number 4, so Ryan's going to go a lap down here very soon. Jeremiah Dwayne trying to get the lead from Ron. Here comes the 41 of Tyrell Resner on the inside. Tim Hoffman in the back there, kind of in the middle of the pack, I guess. On the top, he is not going to be able to win if he stays in that position. Ryan Benjamin about 40 seconds off of the pace. He is about to go a lap down. That could really shake things up. Now Ron in the middle line there. Look at the 36 of Jacob Britt on the outside. Ron might be able to go up and block the 36. I don't know, though. And he does, barely. Jacob Britt going to go down low now and try to get past him. 5 to go here at Daytona. So 14 cars are in this pack. Actually, no, 16 cars, I believe, in this pack. Thought it was 14. Jacob Britt did get the lead. Can he hold on to it, though? Ron Jackson still trying to come back on the outside. Another thing we got to remember, these cars came down pit road in lap number 12. It's a very long time on fuel and tires, so can somebody surprise us and get to the end on the fuel that they have? Jeremiah pushing that 36. Jacob Britt now has the lead. Can he clear the 8 of Ron Jackson in the turn? Ron still trying to fight back, getting pushed by the 14 and the 3. Now they're 2 wide. Logan York and Benjamin Wallace on the inside line. They're trying to make something happen, but nothing quite yet. 48 Ryan Benjamin just a little bit further ahead of these drivers. Just out of view. Whoops, there he is. Now Sam Odoskin on the inside line. Won the Daytona 500 last season. No, he is very good at these super speedway tracks. Can he get up there with Ron and Jacob Britt? Logan trying to push him for all he can. 3 laps to go here at Daytona. Ryan is going to go a lap down. He shouldn't be that far off the pace, so hopefully he doesn't slow up this pack, but he might. Logan Gentry very far back. Here they go. Which line is Ryan going to block? Someone is going to get slowed down just a little bit. Ron is going to go right past Ryan. Jacob Britt, Cody Rhodes almost ran into the side of Jacob. Ron has a good-sized lead. Can he hold on to it? He doesn't want to get too far ahead, or else these cars are going to pass him very fast. Jacob Britt right behind him. Ryan Benjamin has blended in with the pack. I believe he is up to pace now. This is going to stack everybody up back here. That 42 of Hunter Blade underneath the 51 of Jeremiah Dwayne. Now Jacob Britt going to try to pass Ron. 2 laps to go at Daytona. With these 2 cars being side by side, this is going to mess this pack up. That 48 car is 1 lap down. Look at the 14. Cody Rhodes going to try to work his way to the front. 3 wide further back. Hunter Blade has Sam Odoskin right behind him. Jeremiah Dwayne in the middle. Tim Hoffman still on the outside line. It is a dead even draw for the 8 and the 36. White flag. 1 more to go here at the Clash. Is anybody going to make a move down low to make it 3 wide? See, Bruzero is at 34. I think he's a little too far back, though. 53 of Logan York going to try to go with him. Three wide further back in the field. Ron Jackson and Jacob Britt still side by side for the lead. Ron has the 48 of Ryan Benjamin pushing him. Side by side. See if Ron can get a run off of turn number 4. I think Jacob might clear him. They're going to be side by side at the line. I'm pretty sure Jacob Britt, the 36, is going to win this race just by a nose. He will beat Ron Jackson. Jacob Britt wins the Clash here at Daytona. Very nice finish. These cars did not wreck. I'm surprised. They were 3 and 4 wide at times. We had one caution early on. Everybody did make it on fuel, which is also very surprising. So they can go up to about 38 laps on fuel. See Jacob Britt winning the Clash, Ron Jackson second, third was Cody Rhodes, fourth Hunter Blade, fifth Tim Hoffman. That is your top five. Tim Hoffman very strong at Daytona today. Sixth place, and seventh Jeremiah Dwayne, eighth Brew Zero, ninth Axel Zero, 10th Tyrell Resner, 11th Logan York, 12th Yale Carrillo, 13th Benjamin Wallace, 14th Stephen Pollard III, 15th Pablo West, 16th Logan Gentry, 17th is Ryan Benjamin. He had to come down pit road because of a tire. He went a lap down. 18th place Skylar Rocha, one lap down as well. He had damage from the first crash, well, from the only crash that happened, and then he had a tire go down on the restart as well. And not scored in this race, the 21 of Sarah Rocha. She was supposed to start 5th, blew up on the starting grid, so she did not even get to start the race. Not a good day for the Roaches. Ryan Benjamin had a great car as well, not a great race for him. Jacob Britt will beat Ron Jackson just barely. So thank you everybody for joining this race. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. The highlight video will be posted here very shortly. Get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, is going to be the Daytona 500. 80 laps is that race. Like we said, we might start just 15 minutes early. Might start around 5:45. It's going to be a very busy, action-packed night. And then after that, the truck race. So a doubleheader at Daytona tomorrow. We're going to start in the daytime, and then we're going to end at night. It is going to be a lot of fun. So until then, we will see you guys at Daytona tomorrow. The Clash underway. The season has officially begun. This was a non-points race, though. 500 is going to be crazy. We've got, I believe, 17 brand new drivers in the series. So Daytona 500 could be very chaotic. 23 drivers that raced last season. And the truck series is about the same. We've got some new drivers there. Brand new drivers that have never even raced, not even in the Halloween event. So until then, we will see you guys tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun night of racing. Great day of racing today. Again, look for the highlight video to be posted if you missed this race. We will see you guys tomorrow night.